you doing?
All right, all right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from?
Originally from Queens, New York, and then my family moved to Arkansas, and then I ended up coming out here to pursue my dreams.
Cool. All right, so how long you been in Hawaii?
Going on 6 years.
Okay, 6 years. So we got some good news that you're going to be opening up for T-Pain here this weekend.
That's true. That's true.
Wow, that's major.
Thank you.
Give us a little bit on how that came about.
About the T-Pain?
Yes, sir.
So I have a friend of mine, a DJ. He's pretty much in the music scene heavy out here as far as like African American artists. So he started hitting me up and saying, look, I know you do music, so what you want to do? You want to just stay stagnant and not grow, or do you want to put yourself out there? So I decided to do the smart thing and put myself out there.
Right. Cool.
So that's how that happened.
Okay, cool. All right. So how long you been doing music?
I've been doing music since I was 12. I grew up in a Kojic church.
Okay.
So playing bass, playing drums, I found my passion with the guitar.
Okay,
and after that, we started going forward.
Okay. Cool. So did you do any gospel recording or?
Gospel wasn't really my thing.
Wasn't your thing?
Because my mom said I was one of the more vulgar out of all kids. I grew up with like 15 siblings.
Okay.
I was the most vulgar out of all the kids. I was the most vulgar out of all the kids.
Right.
So gospel music wasn't going to be my forte. I had a passion for like the neo soul, like D'Angelo and all that. So yeah, that's why I went.
Cool. So when was the first time you hit the stage?
The first time I hit the stage, wow, it was with Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles out of New York.
Wow, I didn't expect that one right there.
Yeah. Their bass player had got really sick, and I went for an audition. I didn't expect to land it because at the time I didn't feel like I was all of that. And then landed on that opportunity and went on the tour with them, and then after that, started getting a little more comfortable with stage. Pretty much started growing from there.
All right, see, I'm still trying to get on stage. But, that's cool. So, what you remember that moment or that person or just whatever that inspired you? You know what I mean? That really said,
Yes.
you know, I can do this.
So it was actually Shaka Khan.
Didn't expect that one either. This
So-
is right here.
We had did a show in St. Louis, Missouri, closing out the punk tour, and she just so happened to be there. She looked me right in the face, you know, packing up all this. She said, "You got a passion about you." She's like, "I need you to pursue it, make me proud." So, and I'm not owing it just to myself. I'm owing it to everybody else that told me that I can actually do this.
That's cool. Because a lot of us sometimes don't get those encouraging words and don't get a chance to see what other people see, you know, in ourselves. So that was a blessing in itself right there.
Right.
Cool. So what I like to ask you is what keeps you going? You know what I'm saying? When it's times like when you're like, damn, why am I doing this? Why is this, you know, why am I dedicating myself to this? Why am I doing this? What kept you going, you know, to get to this point right now?
My grandfather, he is known as a mariachi. So he left the United States and went to Mexico and started playing for Vicente Fernandez, which is like the Mexican Elvis. So just having him and then him teaching me pretty much music itself. He taught me everything I know from music theory to how to put sounds together and how to take out the does it sound right. So that's pretty much where I was with it. And having him being there, he passed away 2 years ago.
But how do you hear that?
Yeah. But having him be there was like my inspiration. So, and you should hear this man. You should hear this man sing too. He was a hell of a singer. And that's what pretty much pushed me as far as to sing as well, because I was scared to sing. Like, I could sing, but every time I would get on stage, especially growing up in church, I would freeze. So he kind of helped me get into that stage first.
Like I just did at the beginning of the show. It's all right. You get better. You get better. You get better.
Right.
All right. Cool. The question that everybody wants to know, man, how you feeling right now? When you're ready to hit that stage this weekend?
Honestly, out of all of my experiences, this has to be the most tested one, because I've turned into a sort of a prima donna this week with my band. We've been practicing non-stop, rearranging songs, taking out songs. Like, I had a whole set list, and just yesterday I threw it out the window. So we got a whole new different set list going on. I don't really consider myself a perfectionist, but it's like, if I'm going to put myself out there, I might as well present myself in the best way possible. Right.
That's cool. So, with the big weekend coming up, like you said, you had this prima donna thing going on. And, have you brought it down a little bit now? Is it coming to reality now?
A little bit. I gave them the night off.
That's
cool. So yeah, they won't be working.
Right. So that's awesome. Like lately with this surge of music online on all the new platforms and everything, you know, a lot of people are getting lost in the saturation. And what are you doing to try to not get caught into that?
So what I present is a sort of hip hop that's mixed with neo soul and R&B. So I use the 808s and all of that, but I present my band itself that keeps that rhythm going, that just, you know, the thump to what music needs. So for me, I'm marketing myself as somebody who has their own unique sound. I don't try to be part of one genre, because if I put myself in just that one genre, then I'm going to be stuck. I feel like that's where the saturation went, is when everybody started following this certain trend. Like, everybody was a mumble rapper at one point, and now everybody's trying to be the baby now. So it's like, I don't want to fall into that category, so I try to make my sound as unique as possible.
Understandable. Yeah, actually, when I got a chance to listen to some of your music, man, really blew me away.
Thank you.
It blew me away. A very talented guy. So now at this point, you know, being in the position you are right now for this weekend, and just tell me, how has it been pursuing your career from Hawaii?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I've noticed out here, the main music scene is reggae, the island. So I've found it difficult, because unless you're a big name artist coming here, everybody doesn't do that homegrown feeling type of music. Like, they have somebody coming to do it.
Except here at Cafe and Demau.
All right. That's true.
We do it here.
So, you know, coming from New York and actually coming from the South, you know, the dirty South and all that. Just having those saturation music. Like, if I stayed in New York, I'll probably be at a different pedestal. But I knew myself that I wasn't going to be ready. Because for one, I'm a bad money man. I'm just going to put that out there. Now, I would have been buying McLarens and all that shit. But I like it here because it helped me slow down. Because it took a lot of that unneeded eagerness. Like, I was ready to just go here and there and not get, you know, not say praise for my talent, but not get the compensation I needed. So it's like, I had to slow down, and that's what pretty much helped me out here, especially with this music too.
Right. The island allows you to get to yourself.
That's true.
And it allows you to find things like we wouldn't find in the mainland, because
everything's so
cool.
fast.
It's just laid back, and you can kind of do what you want to. So as we're going back to the question, pursuing your career from the island. So now with interacting with the artists from on the island, has it broadened?
It has actually, it's actually broadened a lot of my perspective as a musician, but it also broadened my perspective as a singer as well. Because I used to be a little fickle about speaking Spanish because that's my first language.
Okay.
So now I've gotten more comfortable with some songs. I'll straight English and then out of nowhere, boom, start speaking Spanish out the blue. Because I'm trying to bring like a new element, and having the people that I've connected out here that, you know, have had that type of experience. Like one of my best friends, who's my producer, he's straight up just full Hawaiian. Okay. So he tries to incorporate a lot of like that sound of the night of Hawaii itself into the music.
Right.
So it's helping me progress a little bit more.
Wow, yeah, 'cause I was really, I wouldn't say shocked, but I was happily surprised with the music, the level of entertainment here that, you know, I didn't really expect.
Yeah.
I actually heard a guy rap one time, and I was like, he's been on the island? He was like, no. I was like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It was like, so it really brought my love of music kind of to another height, because seeing people like kind of so far away from the mainstream of music into it, know it, you know what I'm saying, and can't compete with, you know.
Yeah, it's like one of the girls that I've recently been doing music with, she's on the west side.
Okay.
She has never left this island, but the way she sings, you wouldn't think it. Like, she can hit notes.
Right. That's the power of music, man. That's the power of what it is, man. So kind of like, not to, you know, keep asking the same questions over and over again. But I kind of really want to get more of the feel of Hawaii. What has Hawaii, you know, done for you? Really, really. You know, not even just the music, but just
well, me as a person, it helped me calm myself.
Right.
I have moments where I can be very jumpy, especially if the opportunity is like right there. I'm like, I get it, I need it. So it's helped me slow down. I have ADHD too, so being here has helped me focus. It's not like a lot of distractions. Like I can go out to the beach and just stare at the water.
Right.
I've found myself concentrating a lot more. I'm a lot more humble than I used to be. I used to be arrogant.
Yeah, the island will change a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
So now, if somebody want to get in touch with you, need bookings or anything, how do they get in touch with you?
You can find me on Instagram at Quentin_Taransmino. That's the best way to get in contact with me. That's the platform that I've been using.
Cool.
And also TikTok, Big Fella Running.
I got you. Cool. What we looking like on time over there, Shane? Go.
We are good, sir. We are good.
All right.
You're the first person that has not asked me how the hell I got my name.
Okay, well,
I'm in.
Okay.
It was next. It was coming next. It was coming. I can't do them all off right.
Right.
Now go ahead. But okay, now just go ahead and pronounce your name again for everybody out there.
Quentin Taransmino.
Taransmino. Yeah. You know you got a good reason behind it.
Yeah, I do. So growing up, my nickname was Smino, because I was the shortest of all my siblings. So they'd be like Smino. But the Quentin Tarantino, I grew up watching Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, like all of those Quentin Tarantino movies. He just happened to be my favorite director. So I was like, if I'm gonna make a stage name, I'm gonna have some type of meaning to me. So Quentin Taransmino was what came out of it. And I told my mom, and my mom was like, okay, all right. She was like, okay. And the more it started sticking, she was like, you need to stop watching movies. So that was my mom. Now, my father, he's a different ball of wax. When I told him, he was like, that's my boy. I know I did something right.
Because it says a lot. It says a lot about you, man, to pick that name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Quinn is a hell of a...
Like, I'm a little rough, but I'm a short guy, but I'm a little rough around the edges. So that's what that name kind of means for me.
Cool. So where do you see yourself in the next few years, man? Where you want this to take you, man? What's your plan?
Okay. All right. First off, I need to preface this by saying I'm a private chef. So if this don't work out, I know people gonna be hungry. Where I see myself about a couple of years down the road, I want to actually get off the island. This is gonna be home base for me, but like I want to start traveling as myself instead of being, behind the scenes. Like I want people to actually see
branding. You want your brand out there.
Put the face to the name.
Right. Cool. So any big things you got coming up, lined up after this weekend? Anything that we need to be looking out for?
Next weekend, I'll be performing here.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be performing here. I got two of my boys opening up, Bam Bam and Maka. They're going to be performing. They've been my guys for a long time. So
That's cool. Yeah, we're looking forward to it next weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. This is going to be my first show not opening up for somebody.
Right. You get to come out the back swinging hard now.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you. It's time, though, man. It's we all need to graduate and go to the next level and understand, the etiquette of this business. And how has that been a shock to you, or something that you've been prepared for, or how is it, going to each, level, the happiness is there with business that comes along with it?
So, starting my career off, being a musician, I was always the last to know everything. That's how musician works. I was the bass player, so I was the last person to know what the hell was going on. Like, okay, you got this contract, we're gonna pay you this, gonna pay you that. Now with me actually being in control of my brand, my music, pretty much everything that's under Quentin Taransmino is all me. I built this from the ground up, so it's a whole different, it's a trial and error right now. Found some things that work, found some things that's not working. So it's a learning process for me right now.
Yeah, it took a twist, and I think it took a twist for the better because now artists, I say we, a lot of start recording too. Well, we got the steering wheel in our hands now.
Right.
We can do a little bit more than, some of us older guys, you know what I'm saying? If the label was picking you up, you was in the basement dancing for mama now. But you know what I'm saying? It's a good time right now, especially for, creative people that don't want to follow trends, that don't want to have to get put in boxes and everything.
I do. I feel you on that one. Like, I feel like,
and I hear that in your music though too, man. Because when they get a load of you, man, it was experience though. Like I said, it was a good experience though. Because you got you can tell you get a feel from everything that you got going on a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like you can hear it all. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I try to make sure that my music is something that a homeless person could listen to and be like, all right, I fight for this.
Right. I understand, and I think we'll have a lot of success. All right, so how would you like to wrap this up? What you want to tell the people?
Let's see. Like I said, next weekend is the time.
Yes, sir. Give them the whole lowdown where you at with the T-Pain and address and everything, but they can come support.
So, it's Saturday, 7 o'clock at the Aloha Tower. Be there. We're probably going to start on Color People Time, but that's how we do. But yeah, I'll actually be the third.
Color People mix. we got a comfortable time. We can get there.
So, and just to make sure everybody's gonna be there, I'm the third to perform. So y'all better not be late.
Get up in there, man.
Hey, y'all better not be late because I'm gonna be at the venue making every song personal. I'm gonna look somebody in the eye.
I hear that.
But yeah,
congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
Glad to have you, man. And you better come back too. Don't act funny and shit. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know I practically live here sometimes.
All right, man. Yes, sir. All right.